Hello and welcome to another edition of European Footballer Adda. We have been counting down to the group stages previews of the Football World Cup 2026. And so far, we have done the previews of groups A to E. In case you haven't seen them before, I will put the links of the same in the description and you can catch them up. Today, we go to Group F, which has four heavyweight footballing cultures crammed together in what many are calling probably the group of death. The Netherlands carry their eternal status as a brilliant nearly men, loaded with talent and desperate to finally deliver. Sweden arrives with the most informed striker on the planet, and Japan returns as a serial giant killer who fears nobody. And Tunisia brings the organization and bite to spoil anyone's party. The average FIFA group rank is around 21, comfortably the tightest, most brutal group in the entire tournament, where two very good sides will go home early. This is your complete Group F preview, so let's dive in. So the first team out is Netherlands, and the Dutch have qualified through the UEFA path as one of the 2024 semi-finalists, arriving with the elite depth and familiar burden of expectation under Ronald Koeman. Key players includes Virgil van Dijk, the captain and the defensive rock, Cody Gakpo, who is the forward and most informed match winner, Frankie de Jong, who is the midfield conductor, and Xavi Simons, who supplies the creative spark. Manager Ronald Koeman favors a position-based 4-3-3 or a 3-4-3 that builds patiently from the back through de Jong, with Gakpo and Simons providing the cutting edge. Netherlands has been the eternally nearly men. They have lost 3 World Cup finals. But will this group, who some are calling a golden generation again, finally break through? Gakpo and Simons are the future of Dutch football, capable of deciding any game. Whereas Van Dijk, at his peak, though it is not at his peak, wants that one prize that eludes him. We expect that the Netherlands will be comfortably the group champion. They can go on to the quarterfinal realistically, and the semi-final or beyond if the front line clicks. The next team is Sweden. Sweden came through a tense UEFA campaign built around the most prolific striker in world football, Viktor Gyökeres, with manager Graham Potter steering a talented attacking generation to the World Cup finals. Along with Gyökeres, we also have Alexander Isak, who is also a striker, a forward, Dejan Kulusevski, and Emil Forsberg pulls the strings behind them. Potter sets up a flexible, position-conscious 3-4-3 that presses intelligently and looks to feed the relentless movement of Gyökeres and Isak. Gyökeres is probably the most feared finisher on the planet right now, and he's been considered a goal machine, has won the Premier League with Arsenal, and this is another such stage where his goals can fire Sweden up front. This though is Potter's international debut. The Swedish experienced Englishman returns to a project that suits him well. This Sweden has to come out of the big shadow of one Zlatan Ibrahimovic. This is genuinely a gifted attacking generation. Whether they can stand on its own, we have to see. We expect that they will qualify as the second place team, that Sweden will give Japan a big fight, and one of them will qualify as a second place team. Most likely it can still be Sweden, but it is definitely possible that they may end up as the third place, one of the third placed finishers who go through. Japan is our next team. Japan cruised through AFC qualifying and arrives as Asia's standard bearers, a slick European side that has beaten Germany and Spain at recent World Cups. Key players include Takefusa Kubo, creative winger, Kaoru Mitoma on the left wing, and Ao Tanaka, who is the midfield engine. Wataru Endo anchors the midfield. The manager, Hajime Moriyasu, deploys a disciplined, high-pressing 4-2-3-1 that defends as a unit and devastates opponents on the transition through Kubo and Mitoma. Japan are serial giant killers. Germany and Spain have both been beaten and nobody takes Japan lightly anymore. Kubo and Mitoma are two of the finest technicians that Japan have ever produced. But they will feel a definite problem with Sweden's attacking prowess, and it is very difficult to figure out between Japan and Sweden on who will be qualifying as the second place team and possibly the other one as one of the best third place teams. If Japan does qualify, they are fully capable of even topping the group and reaching last 16 if they have a good knockout round draw. The last team is Tunisia. Tunisia qualified through the CAF path as one of Africa's most reliable performers, arriving compact, well-drilled and capable of upsetting bigger names, as France discovered in 2022. Key players include Youssef Msakani, Elias Shikiri, Hannibal Mejbri, and Montasser Taibi, who leads the back line. The manager sets him up in a resolute, compact 4-3-3 or a 4-1-4-1 that defends deep, stays organized, and looks to nick low-scoring games on set pieces and rapid breaks. They are a team which favors organization over fear. They're very hard to break down, and they will make every opponent work. They have stunned the holders France in 2022, even if it wasn't enough to progress. But that victory will still give them a lot of boost in this World Cup. They are still expected to finish fourth with a group stage exit likely. They are capable of taking points of anyone though, but progression to the next round is a tall order here. So to summarize, the Netherlands have the deepest, most balanced squad in a fearsome group. Topping it is achievable, but in the draw, even the favorites cannot afford an off day. Sweden have the most lethal attack in the group and a sharp tactical mind on the bench. Their firepower makes them dangerous to anyone, though defensive frailty is the risk. Japan are quick, organized, and unafraid of giants, making them perhaps the most dangerous third seed in the tournament. In any other group, they would be fancied to advance comfortably, and they may even advance comfortably given how they have performed in the last few World Cups. Tunisia are disciplined and stubborn, but the least talented side in a brutal group. They can frustrate and even shock, but escaping this draw would be a major achievement. So that wraps up our Group F preview for the 2026 World Cup. If you enjoyed that breakdown, hit like, subscribe, and stay tuned. Group G is coming up, and the storylines are only getting bigger from here. This is European Footballer Adda, your home for football analysis.